Camera. Oh, yeah! What's going on, good people? Welcome to another episode of the 710 The Slickville Show. I am your host, Jay Brown, a.k.a. Mr. 710, and I am glad that you are joining me once again. Look, this is going to be one of those bittersweet shows because I got bad news and I got good news, but the good news is we are here again. The bad news is I got to talk about some stuff that I don't want to talk about, but we're going to have a good time today. I want to thank everybody for tuning in. And guys, you all know this is an interactive show, so I need you to like, share, comment. You can even call in. The phone number is 470-251-4343. And listen, I want to thank you for watching via the Status Network app. Also on Facebook, Instagram, Periscope, YouTube, Lyve, Roku, and Amazon Fire Stick via the Status Network app. And I also want to thank you for listening to the podcast on iHeartRadio, iTunes, Spotify, Google Podcasts, or anywhere that you may be listening. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And go ahead and subscribe. Rate 5 stars where applicable. And tell a friend to tell a friend. You dope. If you do that, we greatly appreciate it. All right. And so before I get going, I want to thank everybody for the condolences for my grandmother that passed this past Saturday. It's been a tough time for the Brown family, but for everybody that reached out, we greatly appreciate it. It means a lot. I appreciate everybody for, their well wishes and stuff like that. We all appreciate it. If you're in the Chicagoland area, homegrown services will be on that Monday. Let me turn that down, rookie. All right, but yeah, I definitely appreciate everything like that. Grandma, she lived a whole life. Definitely glad about the times that we spent. She was the one that put me on to the Cubs. Got fine memories of us sitting there watching the Cubs with Andre Dawson, Son Dunston, and Ryan Sandberg and all those cats back in the day. So, it's sad times around there, but we also happy that she is home now. And so, all right, and get all that stuff out the way before I get emotional. And let's get to this good stuff. All right. And so, on tonight's show, we're going to do Since Last Week, as always. We are going to get you ready for this Thanksgiving holiday by talking about Thanksgiving etiquette, because we don't want you to be out there bogus in these streets. We're going to talk about petty people and things and places. I'm going to put y'all on to the greatest hustles ever. Not that y'all can take part of it, but someone tried to get one over on me. And then if we got time, we're going to do a Thanksgiving draft. All right, Thanksgiving draft. We're going to do a Thanksgiving draft of foods. Whether it's meats, we're going to do the sides, and we're going to do the desserts if we have time. So, yeah, I'm definitely going to need your participation on that. I want to thank you, Yo Soy Wonder Woman, too, on Instagram. We greatly appreciate that. But since last week, normally I hit y'all with some crazy stuff that happened in the house, but this time my since last week is good. Number two, the one who I struggled with. What up, Lux? The one who I struggled with homework. This boy made Student of the Month for November. That boy made Student of the Month, and I was like, hey! I'm talking about 6 months ago, that struggle was real in the worst kind of way. And when I tell you it was real, it was like, I taught English over in South Korea for 2.5 years. And I don't think I had ever been that frustrated with trying to get somebody to learn something. And while I understood that English wasn't their first language, and that it would have to be super difficult for them to learn a whole new language at such a young age, man, trying to teach him was a level of frustration that I don't know. It was rough, and when I tell you it was rough, I mean it. Like, I mean it in the worst way. And so I'm talking about it was frustrating to the point where it was, hey buddy, what's this word? And he'd be like, car. Okay, so I need you to spell it. C-A-R. Okay. When he spelled it, I was like, so, all right, now read it again. I don't know what it says. Oh, we just went through this, buddy. I know we just went through this. Like, I know, I just told you, you know what these sounds make. So what sound does the C make? What sound does the A make? Ah. What sound does the R make? All right, cool. So what's this word? Map. Oh, what? You just said map? Nah, man. And so I say that, and I'm talking about I was frustrated in the worst way, but to see where he's come to this point to make Student of the Month, and not even his behavior had improved too, because he was like, they got graded last year as far as behavior with reds, greens, and yellows. Red being a challenging day, green being a good day. Out of the month, and we'll say it was 20 days, he might have been lucky to get 2 greens. Maybe lucky to get 2 greens. And to go from having 2 greens, which was a struggle every day except for 2, to getting Student of the Month, and I was so happy. I didn't know what to do. I probably hugged that boy for about 2 minutes, like, man, you might be something. You might be all right. You know, we keep working with you. You might be all right. Now, my problem with him at this point is now he tries to use Student of the Month to get everything. Like, he was like, you know what? I made Student of the Month. Can I get McDonald's? Can we go out to eat? Can I pick the food? Sure. Okay. I made Student of the Month. I think I want some electronics. Excuse me? Some electronics, like, what electronics do you speak of, sir? Well, I want to be able to play a game. I want a PlayStation. Oh, God. What? You want a whole PlayStation? Bruh. No. You can't. That's 1 month. That ain't PlayStation worthy. That might be a good Christmas gift worthy, but I don't know about a whole PlayStation. Like, you want, shoot, I barely got a PlayStation. I got a job, bro. Come on, man. I see what it turned your brother into. Like, he fiends for the PlayStation. I don't want you on that level. I can't have you on that level. And so that part was dope. Also, since last week, we started baby girl on the potty training boot camp. Now, parents, if you got some more tips and tricks on how to make this potty training boot camp work a little better for me, go ahead and either put that in the chat room or call in 470-251-4343. I need some tips, because this little girl does not like to sit on the toilet. And when we get on the toilet, she hold it. She'll hold it until we put a pull-up on her, which we really don't do unless we absolutely have to. Or, she'll just hold it. Like, she's a beast. She can hold it, that's what makes us know that she's ready. But she wanna put it in that diaper. I need her to understand, like, listen, dropping that bomb in the toilet or in the potty is a whole lot better than dropping that bomb on you. Because you can leave the toilet and that bomb is still just going to smell like it smelled right there. If it's on you, that thing going to follow you. You going to be the funky one. So I need you to understand. So we still working on that. So if y'all got some tips, go ahead and call in. Let me know. Let me know if you can help me, because, Yeah, we need it because I need to expedite this process. Because we've been at it for we started this weekend. We started strong this weekend. So it hadn't been that long, and I don't know how long it take, but I need her to be done like tomorrow. But now, let's move into this Thanksgiving etiquette. Because I hope and my thought process on this Thanksgiving etiquette is, like I said, I don't want anybody to be out here bogus. See, there's a lot of stuff that goes down on Thanksgiving that people don't talk about, and I want to make sure that you right out here. And so, listen, I need y'all to know that Thanksgiving is not the day to air out your family business. I don't care what your cousin did. I don't care what your auntie did. Look, hold it. I know some of y'all just live in the petty. Y'all just can't wait to, you know what, I'm going to go over here, and if Auntie Janice say anything, ho, 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 that's going to be me over that table. I'm going to be on her. Let me tell you what that does. That embarrasses not only the family member, but that embarrasses the non-family members that's usually going to be at this function. Okay? Somebody brings a friend, a boyfriend, a girlfriend, or whatever. Somebody that they probably had to talk into coming to this family function because they might not have been ready. Listen, I need you to understand. Don't do that. Don't do that, because they going to judge your family when they get home. Like, listen, I don't know if I want to be a part of this. This right here? This how y'all family get down? No. Also, let me go ahead. I need to make sure that y'all understand this. If you bring aluminum foil with you, don't be afraid. Don't be surprised if anybody asks you to leave. Because that just lets everybody know that you are a serial freeloader. You freeload for fun. Now, this is your thing. You freeload for fun. And you know what? Before I go on, because I almost forgot. We need to know who made it. And that Shirley Caesar is always on time. I don't care what goes on. Shirley Caesar is always on time when it comes to Thanksgiving. This is turned into the Thanksgiving theme song. And if you don't get up and dance when it's that time, hey, I don't know what to tell you. Also, while we get this video ready, if you make your to-go plate first, go ahead and leave right then. Just go ahead and shut it down. You can leave. Because now, all right, we ready. Now I'm ready for this. I'm ready. Go ahead.
Beans, greens, potatoes, tomatoes, lamb, rams, hogs.
That song. Every time they come on, if you not, hey. I don't know what's wrong with you. But listen, we're going to continue this Thanksgiving etiquette. I need you to understand that if you get mad if the blessing takes too long, hey man, just start eating. Don't even wait for it to finish. Just start eating. Now, everybody gonna judge you. Everybody's gonna judge you because you didn't wait for the blessing to be finished. But at least you ain't wait no more. But see, here's the deal. The only reason why this came up is because it was a couple Thanksgivings ago back when my grandparents were still alive. We was in Arkansas, and my dad came down and he prayed over the food. And it wasn't a long one. It was probably anywhere between probably about 45 seconds. Maybe a minute. Could have been a minute and a half. But my grandfather was hungry. And when my grandfather, like when my dad finished, he was like, in Jesus' name, amen. And my grandfather was like, damn, I thought we was going to have to heat the food up again. I was like, yo, oh, all right. Like, I know it was kind of embarrassing, but it was funny. It was funny as hell at the same time. Like, I was here for it, but it was hilarious. It was super hilarious. So look, let me ask you this while we're talking about that. I know it's a time to be thankful, and it's a lot of stuff that people have to be thankful for. But what's an acceptable length of a prayer of a dinner prayer? Like, everybody's hungry. Everybody done, they might have starved the day before. They can smell the food a little bit. What's the appropriate length? What's the appropriate time? Like, is a minute? Is 2 minutes too long? Is 3 minutes too long? What's the time that you will start? Like, you'll let the person's hand go next to you, if y'all holding hands, or if you start breathing hard. Like, how long do you let that go before you make that comment? Damn, I thought we was gonna have to heat the food up again. While we get that, hopefully somebody go ahead and put some of these times in there, cause I'm curious to know. And is there anybody? You ain't got to put their name in the chat room, but is there somebody that you don't want to pray over the food? That always do it, because it's gonna be a long one, and it might break out into a song. Cause that's the thing. Like, it's either gonna be one of them long ones, or it might break out into a song. Like, some families have a whole Thanksgiving program when it's time for them to eat, and yeah, you never know how long that's gonna last. Also, parents, let me go ahead and let you know this. This is Thanksgiving etiquette for everybody that's listening right now. If your kid has a 1 unfinished drink limit, that's the thing everybody hate. Everybody hate when that kid, when they go to clean up, and it's 3 and 4 half-drank red pops or Big K Cola. I don't care that it's Big K. I don't care that it's cola. I don't care that it's red pop. If your kid done open one and then finish it and set it down, start playing, and then went to go open up another one, both of y'all gotta go. You and your wasteful kid. That's the rules. Ain't nobody trying to have all these half open drinks up. Along with that, aunties, young cousins, listen, don't get peer pressured into cooking, especially if that's not your thing. I need you to understand that Thanksgiving dinner can set your reputation for the rest of your cooking reputation for the rest of your life. I need you to understand how that works. Your cooking reputation will be scarred if you mess up a Thanksgiving dish. There might be one person in your family that might tell you that your meal ain't good. But here's how you can tell. I'm gonna let you know. Here's how you can tell. Go look in your trash can. And if every plate in the trash can is turned upside down, just check one. Just one. If your dish on there, all the other ones down there got your dressing on it. Your dressing, your macaroni and cheese, your potato salad. Yours turned upside down. They trying to be nice because they in your house. But when all the plates are upside down in the trash can, oh yeah, Oh yeah, especially when it ain't full. Something was nasty. Could have been yours. You done allowed yourself to get peer pressured into doing that. Don't fall for it. Listen, good people, if you haven't shared this feed, go ahead and share this feed. We talking about Thanksgiving etiquette today. And also, we going to be talking about petty people, the greatest hustlers ever. And like I said, okay, here we go. Here we go. Here it is. I see in Instagram, we got Lux talking about she threw all her mom's food in the trash except for the canned cranberry sauce. Wow. Yo. Yo, that's out there. Now, is this something that was continuous, or was it just 1 year that she had that she ain't do too good? It was a failure that year. I need to understand this. Also, like this is about to get serious. Some of this stuff is gonna hit home. Domino's players, listen. If you break, you buy. I don't care what table you plan on. Don't come over to somebody's house thinking you gotta slam the dominoes. You ain't get no money. This ain't the championship. You ain't get no trophy. Ain't nobody gonna remember. They remember if you tore up somebody's table though. You might not be allowed back. Don't do that. We all get to go place and throw it in the dumpster. Y'all some real savages out there in VA. Shout out to that. Has anybody told your moms that cooking ain't the thing? And while we on, I know I mentioned dominoes, but while we on games and stuff, listen, let this be the year that the spades game don't break up the family, all right? Let this be that year. And everybody knows who that person is. Everybody knows who the person that deals from the bottom of the deck. Everybody knows the cheating person. Everybody knows the person that the people that talk across the table. Don't do it. Let's turn over a new leaf. Listen, if you're a renigger, don't even get on the table. Y'all know who the reniggers in your family are. Don't let them play. Cause you know it's gonna be somebody, especially if y'all drinking. The reniggas be reckless. You can't deal or shuffle. Don't even worry about it. Don't play. Now, I'm about to transition to these uncles. No, we ain't ready for that yet. Okay. Uncles. Man, listen. Nobody and everybody wants to see your dance moves. All right? So I'm going to say that again. Don't nobody want to see you do those dance moves, and everybody wants to see those dance moves. But you need to wait till we get our phones out. Because we about to put that on the internet. I'm just going ahead and let you know. Don't nobody really want to see it, but it's probably funny because don't nobody know none of them dance moves. And when I tell you uncles, if you ain't hooped or thrown no football this year in 2019, chill out. I just need you to chill out. This ain't the time to be starting it right now. Don't do it. Don't do it. Ain't nobody trying to call 911. I don't know if you've seen the ambulance bill lately, but them joints expensive. And we will remember. Shout out to Greg Brown for trying to dunk on an 8-foot goal and bruised his leg at the family reunion. Prime example, right there. And if anybody, somebody need to call Greg Brown and tell him he getting talked about on air. Ladies, please, I need you to do me this big favor. If you bringing your man to your family dinner for the first time, do not and I repeat, do not bring attention to your whole cousin. All right? I need you to understand this, and I'm gonna put you onto some game. If you bring attention to your whole cousin, she will either be the reason that y'all break up, or she'll be the one that he go to if you don't act right. I'm the first to tell you. Don't do it. Don't do it, cause dudes know. When your whole cousin come around and you grab your dude up a little tighter, he feel that. He see it. He know what it is. He know. So don't bring no attention to it. Just let her be. Just let her be, cause we feel the vibe. You gonna thank me later. We're going to go back to this food right quick. If you throw food away, you do not get a second plate. That's just self-explanatory. Yeah, soul food. Left-hand rookie says soul food. That's just what it is. Don't do it. Now, I got some people that this is going to hit home with. If you smoke weed, don't lie about running to the store. We know what that means. Don't lie about just going outside. We know exactly what that means, and everybody know what that smell like. You ain't tricking nobody. Just going out there, be like, hey, we about to go smoke a little weed right quick. We'll be back. We know what you're doing anyway. You straight. And lastly, last but not least, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and end these on this one. My wife gave me this one, and she was like, she said it so aggressively too. She was like, and don't be afraid to check your crooked wig wearing auntie, because it's always one. You know what? I just thought about something, but I'm not gonna say it. But I'm gonna talk to her about this when I get home. And usually the times, let me tell you, don't just go in just checking your crooked wig wearing auntie. But it's usually the auntie that's asking all the questions about when you gonna get married, when you gonna get pregnant, when all this other stuff is gonna happen. She get one question. If she start digging a little deeper, then you could check her. If she can't fight. Just make sure she can't fight, because she'll pull her wig off and beat you up. You'll be on War Star getting beat up by a lady with a twisted wig. Just hit y'all with some more of that knowledge. Some more of that knowledge, let me tell you. Like I said, but I always want to make sure. Don't forget about not bringing your attention to your whole cousin, because that could happen. All right. And so, we're going to talk about petty people. We're definitely going to get to petty. I did a 4-minute stand-up about petty folks a few years ago at a family reunion. People laughed at it, but I feel like it's because they love me. But, you know, part of it, I was thinking about petty stuff because the kids I have in my house are petty as hell. I have petty moments because I'm petty by nature. I'm cynical by nature, and I acknowledge that and I accept it. I'm petty, like I'll ask for my dime of change back. Like, is there a particular amount of change that you ask for back that you won't be petty? Like, I understand that it's yours, but if your change is like 3 cents and the lady closed the register, do you wait and ask her to open the register back up? Like, is that petty? Is that too reckless? Cause I need to understand. I need to understand where the okay, there we go. I need to understand where that level of petty sits at. There we go. Cause I need to Cause like, all right, so I mentioned my kids petty. My kids petty from the standpoint of they don't like each other looking at each other. Like, so they'll be in a room and they'll be like, hey, why you looking at me? Why you looking at me? Why are y'all looking at each other? Like, stop looking at each other. Like, why is this this is a whole ordeal. Like, you understand that you got to be looking at him to know that he's looking at you. Come on, man, let's not be silly about this situation. Y'all are killing me. And dad said, who's not petty at times? I'm petty a lot. I'm petty a lot. Like, I got into a roast battle with the 6-year-old. I crushed him. Like, I wasn't going to let him lose. I wasn't going to let him win. Because he started trying to, like, it was just me and him. And then he called me bald, which this is on purpose. And this bald head is immaculate right now. If you can see it, it is dope. But I got at him. I got at him in the worst way. I was probably a little inappropriate, but I won. Let me let you know. Let me let you know that. But these kids, like, they can't even be in the same space without arguing. Like, I had them, and they do stuff like, the little one is loud. The little one is super loud. And he's been loud all day, all evening. This is just today. The oldest starts singing something that's in his headphones, and he's like, number 3, can you please be quiet, please? Why? So you can be loud? Like, this is reckless. You are recklessly petty in the worst way. And then they annoy each other, but they annoy each other doing the same stuff. And I have no idea, like some of the stuff I just kind of let happen because they just, all right, y'all gonna know each other, but the reason why he doing it is because he learned it from you. And the reason why it's a problem is because he learned it from you. And I don't know how many times I could tell you, like, please stop being petty towards him because now he's gonna tell you to mind your business. Which is funny because they be up in each other's business. But the petty don't stop with just the kids. Restaurants are getting more and more petty now that I'm paying attention to stuff. Like, I pay attention to everything anyway, but now, like, restaurants petty because they like, listen, I'm about to start jacking people for tips, but they don't even jack people for 15%. They gonna jack you for 18. Come on, man. You're not even giving me this option no more. Like, hey, y'all need to, like, who calls the people back and be like, hey, take this tip off? I don't want to give you this tip. Or do you just go ahead and pay the tip and then just you pay their predetermined 18% tip and then don't leave no extra tip? Because they reckless enough that they'll add a tip in on you and then put another line down there for additional tip. So who tells them? I want to know if you tell the people do you tell restaurants to take their tip off? Are you that petty or you just leave it at whatever you think it's supposed to be? Also, have you noticed that restaurants don't give you napkins no more unless you ask for them? I've been to 2 fast food restaurants since last week. And ain't now one of them gave me napkins. And I'm talking about I had a messy sandwich and I ain't have a napkin. I was kind of pissed off. Like, listen, these fools ain't put no napkins in here? And one of the restaurants rhymes with Waxby's and the other one rhymes with Kurgerbing. I ain't even want to say their names, but that's what they rhyme with. And they had already gotten petty with the condiments. And, I talked about that. And the bad part about them getting petty with the condiments is that there was like this huge change in And it just happened like this, where you'll go to like McDonald's or something. You order a small fry and they'll give you a handful of ketchup. Boom, throw it in your bag. Which, yeah, I don't need a whole pack of ketchup for one fry. But you threw a whole pack of ketchup in there, but we saved that ketchup. We used that ketchup later in most cases. Like, that ketchup came in handy. And nowadays, you got to ask for ketchup. You got to ask for ketchup, and then they give you one. And you don't order 4 orders of fries. They give you one ketchup. And don't let you sit there and ask for another one or more. Oh, he need extra ketchup. Come on. Like we bothering him, boy, you at work. You at work, fam. Like, give me this ketchup. This not your ketchup. Like, this didn't come out of your personal stash, fam. Like, just go ahead and drop some more ketchup in there, man. I ain't gonna be mad at you. Like, I hate those places that be like, yo, I gotta charge you for this sauce. And I feel like it's petty to charge somebody 26 cents for a pack of sauce. Like, it's just the truth of the matter. Like, this is what it is. Only places not stingy is Chick-fil-A and Taco Bell. Taco Bell not stingy with the mild sauce. They will load your bag up. I feel like they want you to drown them tacos. Chick-fil-A not stingy, but that's because they done prayed over that. They done prayed for abundance of condiments, and they gonna get more. So they not even worried about it. Like, they pray for your food, they pray for you to come there, and they pray for an abundance of condiments to end up in your bags. And so, yeah, I get it. Oh yeah, they charge you 50 cents. Yeah, absolutely, sweet, lovable. Drivers in Atlanta, and there might be drivers everywhere, but drivers in Atlanta, especially in rush hour, are petty as hell. Cause they act like they can't let you in, but they gonna let you in, but they ain't going nowhere. We all stuck in traffic. Just let your boy in. I'm not gonna the same 30 minutes that you're gonna be in traffic without me being in traffic is gonna be the same 30 minutes you're gonna be in if you just let me in. It's not gonna make that big of a difference. And then, let me know if it's where you are, but another thing that I notice is that people get impatient if you waiting at a light and that light turn green, and like if it's a second and a half and you ain't moved yet, oh, they'll blow the horn. Beep, 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 beep. And I'm like, hold on. Like, the light just changed. Like, give my foot some time to get to the pedal before you start blowing your horn like you need me to hurry up. Like, come on, man. Because knowing me, we'll sit there. Nah, I ain't going to do that. It'll be
5 minutes later.
We still sitting at the light. I don't care. Especially if I ain't got nowhere to be. But I always got somewhere to be. Chicago all day, every day, that's what they do. Absolutely. And listen, I feel like the pettiest people in the world. The pettiest people in the world, and this is the one person that everybody know that could get cussed out. It's that person that be like, that person that use little when they describing something. I be wanting to do bad stuff to them. I be wanting to do bad stuff to them. Cause when I think somebody said, oh yeah, we can I try to get somebody to watch your little show, and I was like, excuse me? She just said my little show. Excuse me. Okay. All right. I like your mama's little beard. Like, how about that? Her little mustache is cute. Go on somewhere with that nonsense. If you out here talking about somebody's little anything, oh, I like your little car. I like, oh, your little house, that's cute. You know what? Get your ass out if I let one of these dogs bite you. I'll let it happen. Shoot. No, don't play with me. I know what that means. I know exactly what that means. And I got a problem with all of it. But what I don't have a problem with, I do got a problem with this. All right, so before we get out of here, I definitely got to make sure I talk about the greatest hustles ever. Because the oldest tried to pull a hustle on me that I didn't know how to respond to. I did not know how to respond to. And he was in trouble about his attitude. You know, we talk about attitude all the time. He was in trouble about his attitude. And, you know, we just having a conversation, and I was like, you know what? I don't know what I need to do. I don't want to keep taking Fortnite from you because Fortnite makes you happy. But what I need is, I need to figure out what's going to help you keep your attitude in check. What's going to keep you from doing stuff that you know you ain't supposed to be doing. So help me help you. Which everybody's heard that saying before. Help me help you. And his response was, my mom asked me that one day, and you know, I told her how she could help me help her, but she said no to my idea. All right, this should be interesting. Okay, so let me know how. Let me know. Let me hear what she said. What'd you say? Couldn't believe it. He was like, I told her that what she should do is she should buy me stuff and then I'll probably act better. No, that ain't gonna happen. No, sir. You said what? Let me make sure I got this right. I had to repeat it back to him just to make sure that I understood what he was telling me. So you mean to tell me that if I buy you stuff, your attitude will be better and you will stop doing stuff that you're not supposed to be doing? Yeah. Not gonna be able to do it. I ain't gonna be able to do it. No, this doesn't work. Let's change that. Let's flip that. How about you do the stuff that I asked you to do, and you have a better attitude, and then you earn the stuff that you want. And do you know he started crying? Like I had a horrible idea. And I was like, listen, I agree with your mama. Your mama had a great idea. This a horrible deal. I was like, I couldn't imagine going to work and being like, hey, look, listen. Yeah, I know I'm coming to work. I come to work and I work hard. But you got to pay me first. I ain't coming to work until you pay me. No. You got to pay me and then I'll show up. I was like, could you imagine if you was a basketball player, you was like, you know what, I'm only scoring 15 points right now. I'm fouling out every game, but if you pay me $10 million, I'll score 30. I'll score 50 points a game. I was like, boy, it don't work like that. This is a horrible hustle. This is a horrible hustle. There's no way. Like, who did you think this was going to work on? Which got me to thinking, it got me to thinking about stuff that people just tried. And it worked. That was the thing, that's the crazy part. Like, toilet paper. This is a crazy hustle. They was like, you know what? I'm going to sell you some paper that you can use to wipe your booty, blow your nose in, and all other kind of stuff. Just some paper. And then you're going to throw it away. You only get one use out of it. You can't really use it twice. Like, they got 2-ply toilet paper now. Can you imagine what the other toilet paper was like? Like the first toilet paper? Man, so that's probably like sandpaper. Whoever came up with toilet paper is a genius. Straight genius. Also, trash bags is an ultimate hustle. Trash bags, I mean, for all intents and purposes, trash bags are garbage. Like you throwing that away. You putting garbage in garbage and you throwing it away. You buying something that you could just throw away. It has no other functional use other than holding something that you can throw away. That is so crazy. Good people, do you know that there was a such thing as a pet rock? Somebody sold a pet rock. Somebody sold 1.5 million pet rocks at $4 a pop. Come on, man. Come on, man. You have got to be kidding me. Like, when I read that, a whole damn rock, a pet rock. Like, how lonely could you be? How lonely does somebody have to be like, yo, I'm going to buy a rock? It's a whole bunch of stray rocks out here in these streets. You ain't got to buy one. There's a ton of them. Let me go find a rock and color it. Yeah, like, people actually went to the store like, yo, that was an amazing hustle. Can you imagine becoming a millionaire for selling rocks? Now you talking about the rocks that Freeway Ricky Ross used to sell. I'm talking about rocks that you drive over, rocks that we tell people to go kick. Them rocks. I just had a throw in for some of the greatest hustles of all time. This Kanye gospel album, hey, I ain't hating the player. It's just hilarious that, you know, it's the gospel hustle, yo. Like, he just had a concert he having a concert at Joel Osteen's church. Go ahead and buy them tickets to go ahead and get in and hit Jesus Walks. I'm about to start selling air. Somebody's going to start selling air pretty soon, Lux. Trust me. You just got to figure out how to hustle it right. I promise you. But yeah, I was just throwing that Kanye gospel album in there because, hey, I might be wrong. Kind of feel like it's a hustle. Sorry. Anyway, car accidents. I'm getting ready for that last video, buddy. Car accidents is a super hustle. Like, when I tell you about car accidents being a hustle, I got into a car accident. I tapped a lady probably 2 years ago. 2 years ago, it was like February 5th, 2017. I only traded paint. I traded paint with this lady. She didn't even have a dent. I barely clipped the back of her bumper. She got out of the car and she told me she was okay. I know that she was okay because I barely hit her car. Next thing you know, she came and said she had neck problems. The 2 kids in her back seat had neck problems and back problems. And you see all of these memes about people. If somebody just as simple as tap my car, I'm falling out. She said whip cash. Absolutely, whip cash. They be in there like Ezel, my neck, my back, my necky, my back. Like, it's so crazy, man. Like, and how people just lie. Like, damn, man. Like, you know what? I'm about to get mad. Because, I said if I ever saw this lady, I would probably say something. I'd be like, you know what, you little lying, funky, clap having Jezebel. Whatever. But I'd be mad. I'd be mad because, you know what? I'd be like, you should be ashamed of yourself. You did this in front of some kids, and you teaching them how to be crooks. Funky, wank, yeah. Thank you. I was about to get the cussing out here in these streets. And they're probably one of the greatest hustles that I have ever seen in my life. One of the hustles that ruined my whole thought process for 2 weeks. Ruined my thought process. Was that damn Miracle Spring Water. That Miracle Spring Water ruined my thought process for 2 weeks. Because I was just trying to figure out, like, it was a whole commercial for it. And these people was telling these stories about how this Miracle Spring Water had changed their lives. And how these fools they even ordered it. And this dude was selling it. Yo, man, can we run this commercial, man, please? Just one time. Y'all not gonna kill me today. Y'all having problems. But look, that Miracle Spring Water murdered me. I just couldn't. Yeah, I'm ready. Go ahead, man.
You don't know if I slept with your man or not, Wendy Williams.
5 minutes later.
Peter Popoff wants you to receive the Miracle Spring Water to release prosperity in your life.
I had no furniture in my house at all, no fancy sleep or anything, and I'm crying because I had no money. I had nothing. Just sent me the letter, told me what to do. I got a whole house full of furniture brand new.
This is what we doing. We having some technical difficulties. All right. We back. All right. Well, I don't know what's going on in these streets. Anyway, he sent me an envelope every month to donate. I sent the envelope back. I ain't got no background. This is hilarious. But yeah. I wish we could have got the end of that. Cause it fixed old boy. He said, I'm not gay no more. I like women's. Women's. But look, man, I'm about to get on about this thing. I appreciate everybody for tuning in. I had a good time talking to y'all today. If you hadn't checked out the podcast, go ahead and check out the podcast. You can find it on iHeartRadio, iTunes, Spotify, Google Podcasts, anywhere you listen to your podcast. Like I said, we still getting this Crush the Pocket podcast together. Me and my brother, we still working on getting that going. But listen, until next time, y'all, I'm gonna be out for 2 weeks. I got a funeral to go to next week. I'll be in Philly the week after that. But like I said, y'all be safe out in these streets and enjoy your Thanksgiving. If you have any questions about that Thanksgiving etiquette, go back and listen, man. Make sure you write in these streets because we don't want you to be bogus. All right? But till next time, man, y'all be safe out in these streets. I'm out. Y'all go watch this game. Go to sleep.